sackcloth and ashes for almost 2 millennia. A people despised, persecuted, scattered across the earth, had the audacity to dream and the courage to believe. When the Jewish people left Egypt for the Promised Land, God designated the land of Israel for the people of Israel. This was a covenant, an engagement of the people to the land. Throughout the centuries of exile, persecution, pogroms, Holocaust, the Jewish people never stopped praying 3 times every single day to return to their beloved homeland. Imagine this. In the ancient world, Israel was the center of civilization. It connected the major empires of Babylon, Assyria, and Egypt. Major roads went through the land of Israel. Strategically, Israel was among the most valuable real estates in the world. Israel was conquered and reconquered 14 times in 13 centuries. The Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Ottomans, the British, all these empires, with all of their power and all of their resources, tried to cultivate and control the land of Israel. All of them failed. In 1867, Mark Twain toured the land of Israel and journaled his travels. A desolate country whose soil is rich enough, but is given over wholly to weeds. A silent, mournful expanse, a desolation. The further we went, the hotter the sun got, the more rocky and bare, repulsive and dreary the landscape became. A land covered in sackcloth and ashes. The last Jewish commonwealth was destroyed in the year 70 by the Roman Empire. The modern state of Israel was born in 1948. During that long period, the land of Israel never became the national home for any other people, was never regarded as a geopolitical entity, and never considered an independent state. For the Jews alone, this land was and is the one and only homeland. At every wedding, we celebrate true love and the destiny of husband and wife coming together. But through the blessings under the chuppah, we remember there's another love affair happening at the same time. Sos Tassis, the land will rejoice as the Jewish people return to the land of Israel. Never before has a land locked herself up like a treasure chest, waiting for her people to come home and unlock her beauty. Israel, with all its challenges and struggles economically, politically, and militarily, is one of only 2 countries in the world that entered the 21st century with a net gain in its number of trees. Since the beginning of the 20th century, the Jewish people have planted more than 240 million trees all over the state of Israel, providing luscious belts of green covering more than 250,000 acres. Dedicated pioneers of the last generation began a transformation that has inspired our generation. Today, Jews from around the world unite to continue rebuilding our homeland. And as the land of Israel becomes stronger, so the people of Israel become stronger. The first time the Torah mentions the word tshuva, it's in the context of our return to the land of Israel. Vishavta ad Hashem Elohecha, and you shall return to the Lord your God. And as we're returning to the land, we're returning to ourselves. And as we've returned to ourselves, the land has responded. She's coming back to life, back to her former glory and beauty. New strength, inspiration, innovation, and spiritual power can be seen all throughout the land of Israel. And for the first time, the spiritual strength of Israel is spreading around the globe. Every generation has a mission and a destiny. The calling of our generation is to settle the land of Israel, guard her and restore her, to bring new life into Israel and make her blossom again. A beautiful Israel is a beautiful world. This year on Tu B'Shvat, the new year of trees, plant a tree in Israel and help us make Israel beautiful together.
Since last Tu B'Shvat, so many people in Israel and around the world have lost their lives to acts of terror and anti-Semitism. What has always been the Jewish response to death? Of course, to build life, to the pain of the past in building together a better Jewish future. Join thousands of people from around the world, hundreds of shuls, schools and communities to come together to perpetuate those lives, remembering also the community Eitz HaChaim, the Tree of Life community in Pittsburgh, and all of the others, to plant Eitz HaChaim, trees of life, Be'eretz HaChaim, in the land of life, the land of the living, together to build a beautiful Jewish future. Tu B'Shvat Sameach, a happy Tu B'Shvat to one and all.